Mangalam, we've got a couple of managements. Let's get straight to it.
Let's get straight to it. It's a good day. So let's get in the management of JSW Energy to understand the power sector, the impact of the elections on the power space. JSW Energy, Sharad Mahendra, who's a joint MD and CEO, joins in to take a few questions. Thanks a lot, Sharad, for joining in. You know, with the formation of a coalition government, do you expect to see a change in policy in terms of the power space? What's your wish list for Modi 3.0?
In fact, in power space, with whatever we have seen has happened in the past, there's a recent elections, the outcome, we strongly feel that whatever the way the country's economy is growing, we don't expect any change in the growth path for the country, because a lot of work, if we see, is in work in progress. And the way, especially talking about the power sector, which is driven by the, in general, economic growth, which is driven by the various growth in the infra sector, we don't expect that there will be any significant change in the dynamics, what we have witnessed, especially in last 2 years. Especially when we see last year, the significant change and the milestone which was achieved was that country's ambitious target of adding 50 gigawatt of renewable energy every year. Last year was the first year when the bidding and the outcome and the award was in excess of 40 gigawatt. And that all has to come on ground in next 2 years, 3 years time. So we don't see, and the way the power demand growth we are seeing, what we have witnessed, especially also the extreme weather conditions, we are quite confident that the same growth pattern will continue. And we don't see any significant change or any change in our growth strategy going forward next 5 years.
All right, sir, the power demand supply is still a concern. Evening peak demand is unable to be met by solar power demand. So what trust do you see towards renewables?
As you rightly said, that the peak demand, when it reaches in the evening, and it has been a challenge meeting the peak demands. So their plain solar, plain vanilla is not going to be the ideal solution. That will not be able to meet the peak demands. So that is where the customized solutions, which are coupled with storage to give the green power, is the thing which we are seeing that is taking shape. And we are sure that along with solar and wind, it is the storage which is going to play a key role. And countries breakup, if you ask for 50 gigawatt, this is basically a breakup between wind and solar energy. But along with that, coupled with storage, and we have seen some of the FDREs bids also have started taking place. Some states have come with plain storage bids also. So that is which is going to gain a momentum in this year and going forward also. And we at JSW are in line with this growth plan which we have. We have done the study, and that is the reason that we have already started now one of the largest, Asia's largest battery energy storage project. The work at ground has started, and we are confident that by June 25, this large capacity of storage, energy storage, will be commissioned.
All right, energy storage is one of the big thrust areas for you going forward, and you see that being commissioned by June 2025. What about your own green hydrogen plans? I mean, what's in the kitty so far? What's been the capex? When does that come on stream? And will it be, only used for captive consumption, or there is some, other revenue that you can generate via it as well?
Yes, I think we have just started again the groundbreaking, and the project work has commissioned just about 10 days back. Which is country going to be, as on today, the country's largest green hydrogen project, which is 3,800 tons per annum capacity with 25 megawatt of solar capacity. This work has started, and this is basically, we are confident we'll be commissioning in the current fiscal Q4 of current fiscal only. And this is basically to take care of the JSW Steel, our captive requirement. Because JSW Steel is also venturing into green steel. So this will be a major step in that direction. And also, this will be a big learning both for us as a supplier and also for our group company to use green hydrogen in steel making. And as we have already signed a MOU with our for captive requirement of almost 90,000 tons per annum by green hydrogen by 2030.
All right, sir. Bihar has high power purchase costs that in comparison to the national average. They are likely to push for MBED. What would this mean for JSW and the power space as such?
See, when we talk of, we have heard also that one nation, one tariff policy, which the state has already made the statement. See, this is something which is have been under discussion for quite some time. And what I feel, seeing the distributed usage pattern also for each state, because Bihar is majorly a agriculture-driven economy, the usage pattern there is significantly different when we compare to other states like Maharashtra or Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, which is manufacturing percentage to the overall state economy is high. So I think one nation, one tariff discussions will happen. I think there are definitely challenges to arrive at a consensus, and we feel that it will still take some time to arrive on a decision for this one nation, one tariff policy.
All right, that's still some time away according to you. But what's your view on the likely price caps on both variable costs on power sold on exchanges? Do you have significant untied merchant capacity?
See, with the way the power demand is growing, and we are seeing the kind of peaks we are seeing, especially in the evening peaks and the morning peaks, and during the daytime with the increased solar capacity addition, which is happening and will continue to happen, definitely there will be excess power available during the daytime. That is what the scenario is likely to be. So, but evening and morning peak demand, the capacity addition is required. So that is where what we have decided is the storage is going to play a key role when there is excess power and the power cost is low during the daytime. That is the power which will be used for storage to take care of the evening peak requirements.
All right, sir. RBI mentions that higher provisioning will be needed for infra and power projects. Do you see tightened funding environment?
No, we till now we haven't experienced anything, and I feel that again it will depend sector also or companies also, and also the records of execution. So we have deliberated. We don't expect any impact on us in term because of our track record, because of our healthy balance sheet. We don't expect any impact on us.
All right, and what about merchant prices? How have they panned out, and how do you expect coal prices to move from here?
See, one is that merchant prices, as we said, on a RTC basis, we are seeing a slight moderation, and that is only because that during the day when the solar power is available, the tariffs are down, but mornings and evening peaks and the night power requirements, the rates are high. So on an average, we expect the levels what we witnessed in the range of 5 rupees 30 paisa, 40 paisa last year, it will remain in the same range. And coal prices, if we see, have been quite stable for last 6 to 8 months, and we don't foresee any major change in the coal prices, and it is expected to remain range bound.
All right, sir. At the end of Q4, you had mentioned that you're open to both organic as well as inorganic growth plans. Any acquisition targets that you've identified? You've taken 10,000 crores of enabling provision as well. So you're bracing yourself for something big. Tell us more.
When we say that whatever our greenfield capacity additions which are going to take place, we have earlier announced of reaching 20 gigawatt by 2030, as I have said earlier also, and 10 gigawatt by 2025 in the current fiscal. So in the first phase, we are absolutely confident, and we'll definitely be crossing the first stage of 10 gigawatt in the before the end of the current fiscal. So that stage, what we have said is happening. We are absolutely sure because the work is already happening. Work in progress is there. And in addition to that, 20 gigawatt, what we have said by 2030, as said earlier also, we are quite confident with the kind of order book which we have built by participating in the competitive bidding space, it will be happening significantly earlier. So this is one definitely we are sure that our plans, we will be achieving 20 gigawatt numbers much earlier than what we have stated earlier.
All right. It'll be good to know that you will be meeting your guidance, at least for the first phase, much earlier than what you had stated. What about the acquired in Bharat Unit 2? Has that been commissioned in the first quarter? What would be the EBITDA contribution, and any update on the WTG manufacturing?
See, Ind Bharat Unit 2 commissioning, as I have said in quarter one, the work is in progress, and we are confident that this will be happening within this quarter, or depending on, again, the stabilizing the unit and all, maybe 1 or 2 weeks here or there. But we are absolutely sure as of now that by month end, because the light up has already happened and the unit is stabilizing, whatever it takes will take, and we are sure, quite confident that by quarter end, or otherwise the spillage maximum will be for maybe few weeks only, between June and July, that the unit will be commissioned. And being again low cost power, being close to the mines and the pit head plant, again, this will again, as we have seen in unit 1, the contribution from this side, the EBITDA are going to be quite healthy.
Let's appreciate you joining in and filling us in with all of those details. Look forward to chatting up with you as the quarter progresses.